this is called Fotolia Recipe. The head baby lettuce signaled over to the hominy. Bring your friends, Pedro, we're going in. The other lettuce grabbed their towels and headed down the table to the stove for the big pot of pozole broth. 3 chickens were still in there taking baths with garlic and salt. Once they were finished, their skin no longer pink, but a soft beige, they dried off with kitchen towels. The radish and cabbage patiently waited for their turn into dinner bowls. They waited on the sidelines to be eaten much later in the meal, but breathed gently, their hands in prayer ready to dive in head first. I think I just scored some. We did it one! Yeah. It's for you. Chickens! They won. Sweet. Okay. Little pump. The lemon squeezed a little juice out into the waiting red bowls. The tortilla chips were gathered loosely in a dish with a painted oval cactus at the bottom. Waiting and waiting for the moment when they all get to be in the bowl together, warmed, steaming, lemon tart, crispy, gathered and awake. Okay. How many people speak Spanish in here? Okay. All right. So, see, okay. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, see how many words you can recognize and what you can piece together. This is called Guatolol, and Guatolol is where my mom grew up in like central Mexico. It's still very rural in the Sierra Madres Orientales.
Yeah, Vickie.
Let's go, Vickie. My whole life, I'm waiting to hear that. Let's hear. Okay, Guatolol. Entre sueños recuerdas cuentos de tu rancho. La bruja que se quita las patas de noche, se vuelve sopilote y le da de comer sangre a su hija con su pico. El río se secó, se juntó con el arroyo, primero se llevó la casa de patitas a la calle. Ya no sabemos dónde empieza el terreno de tu tío y dónde acaba el monte. Los inditos se los llevó la lluvia y el fierro. Los peones aún trabajan en la tienda. Caminan 10 kilómetros en chanclas chinas a vender veladoras, manteles bordados con flores color chillante. 10 pesos por un recogedor. Un día de trabajo cuesta 30. La escoba para limpiar, sin agua, solo luz. Esperanza se cansó. Solo quedan chistes entre hermanas. Es decir, no es lo mismo rosa celeste, el color, que rosa celeste. Burlas entretenidas ofuscan. La milpa y el barril de pulque se pudren. Mamá, te da miedo la noche quieta. Matas luciérnagas demasiado esplendorosas. Muertas nomás son polvo. Dejan de alumbrar un camino conocido al que no llega nadie más. Solo queda un airecito nocturno vigilando el azul añil de tu dormir. Fellow poet Matt Zapruder, and he read it. Some snooty coffee house that looks like a sickle. I forget what it is. I don't go in there. Anyway, I went in there this time, and the audience clapped for him, and he's like, "See, now you're in trouble because now it's gonna be weird. You don't clap again, but it won't be weird. It's okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how much longer I have.
Can I interrupt momentarily to
Yes.
ask how the sound is out there in the back?
Can you
It's
hear
pretty
me?
quiet when I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be pretty close, I think. Thank you. Okay. This is a short story. Chihuahua porn. Ow! I've seen a lot of fucking in my life. But no one does it like my Chihuahua. Cause. What's his name? Cause. I take the toothless Cause on a walk in the Lotus Park. I named him the Cause because after working in La Causa most of my younger years, and after so many jotos got taken by AIDS, the Cause is the only remaining gay dog out there. At Dolores Park, there are the usual gays out sunning in their gold lame boy shorts. Painting around the Hidalgo statue are, panting. Panting around the Hidalgo statue are Boston Terriers, Labradoodles, and then there's us. Me, little and brown, tight jeans, and then the cause, little and beige, no teeth, red collar, and a chest full of sighs. The cause sighs when he's bored, reclining on a blue pillow in my living room sunlight. He sighs when he finishes licking the remaining organic Greek yogurt in my cup. He sighs right now as he spots a brown Labrador over by the short palm tree. This is his type. Big burly bear dogs. Bring it on, he must think. Though only 8 pounds, he is all muscle, pulling me toward the Labrador stud. No owner in sight, just a single frolicking dog chasing other boy dogs around. But then he sees the cause. My perrito gets close and sniffs the Labrador's butt. The cause gets a boner, a little one. And I try to look away, but who can look away? It was so sweet, that little boner. Then the Labrador backs up, turns clockwise, and sniffs my perrito's booty and starts to lick it. This is just like Central Park in the 80s, I think. They just met and don't even know each other's names. Then my perrito proceeds to crawl under this brown beast and delivers the fastest blowjob I've ever seen. 5 seconds of licking, and then joy got spread all over his little whiskers. In San Francisco, even our dogs are queer. All right. How much time did you say I had?
Yeah, like 2 more.
2 more? Okay, let me pick. Okay, so I'll let you pick. Penguins, an ode to a lamp, or some shit about coming back from college.
Penguins.
Penguins of the Lamp.
Okay. Penguins in the lamp. All right. Outwitting a penguin who's writing a spell for that igloo you two want to buy. Make sure you don't step on the eggs they're hatching. This will triple the hex and turn it on your family and 7 generations of nitwits after you. The penguin is a neighbor. You've smelled the spell he's cooking. Blue icicles and 1 yellow feather from a wild parrot that traveled through here in the circus last summer. You both reached for information sheets for that same igloo that Saturday open house. It's a sweet church-windowed igloo next to the lavender glacier. Surely he knows you covet the place. He's seen you through windows, cutting National Geographics, making collages late at night for your visualization poster. You don't know this, but he's seen the orange light that floods your living room at dusk, the mini mackerel arranged on your table freshly caught by your fine beak. He's seen your penguin babies assembled at the web feet of your wife as she reads to them a tale of a wily albino crocodile from the Tropic of Cancer. Do not hex your neighbor, penguin. You must instead convince him to co-buy the place. He'll draw up a tenancy in common contract. You'll split the trash pickup and all you have to do is ask him. But first you must cross yourself in the 4 directions. Flap your wings around a fire on Mount Diablo at 5 o'clock on the 3rd Tuesday of April. Then burn a white candle to the Virgin Mary for 3 days straight. Don't sacrifice any chickens as this decimates your species. Also cancel your subscription to Sunset Magazine and dwell. If this doesn't work, don't blame me. I'm just the messenger. Penguin real estate. All right. Alrighty. This is my last one. This is called, there's a saying in Spanish, it's really terrible. It goes, I'm not going to say it all, but it goes Chino Chino Japonés, and then it goes, trails off into something terrible, right? And so, anyway, so I rewrote that a little bit, so some rewriting. So I hope you like these. Mi chino chino japonés, comes fideo udon en caldo de res. Me das churro lleno de cajeta, entre mordidas de mochi chocolatero. Mi Guadalupe haciéndole ojitos a tu Kuan Yin. El Buda meditando con Juan Diego o con Juan Gabriel. Estas filas de glorias rojas y bongambilia llegan a tu templo familiar en la isla Formosina. Una isla chica como Sonora, larga como mi nariz. La china poblana besa al Chairman Mickey Mouse en el cuello. Tú cuerdas mi caja musical con boleros de películas Wong Kar-wai. Somos lugares apartes, pero la placita Alvera antes era Chinatown. A una güera le dio la idea. Nos puso a vender huaraches postizos y acordones de rencor. Pero cuando se acercó a los chinos, a ellos no les gustó y no se quitaron. Pusieron puesto en otro cantón de su propia voluntad y siguen vendiendo chancletas con flores de lentejuela color violeta. Y tú y yo seguimos, nuestros pies enterrados en la pizca de berenjena. En esta tierra nos amamos, nos rehusamos. Tú y yo sembramos semillas de verdolagas y frijol rojo. Mírate las manos, que cuentas conmigo.